Uh, we are coming to you live from Toaster Town. Goon and myself are on location where he has been very busily opening packs of Pokemon cards with Toaster, who joins us often as a viewer on our show. And then obviously we have the fabulous Tank with us as well. So you may hear some peanut gallery coming from Toaster and or Mama Toaster.
From the peanuts.
We have a couple of things to cover. First and foremost, and biggest on our list is obviously going to be Denver Fan Expo. It was this past weekend. I went all 3 days. Tank and Goon both were able to go for at least one day or a day and a couple hours.
Yeah.
And wow, way more people than were at the Fan Expo in October.
I was not there for that one, so I don't know.
Yeah. I was able to cosplay all 3 days. The guys came in the costumes of themselves.
We had a really good time. Talked to a lot of really good people. Saw some pretty awesome cosplay. Got for the wedding.
For the pending nuptials, yeah. 101 days. But who's counting?
Yeah, they had some pretty cool displays. Attendees and invited guests both had some pretty awesome displays actually set up throughout the whole place. It's kind of wild, actually.
Yeah. Was able to talk to Matthew Lewis from Harry Potter.
Oh, cool.
Great dude. Was talking about how much he was enjoying Denver because this particular con, he gave himself an extra day on the Denver trip, went to a Rockies game, and unless you really are like a huge Harry Potter like aficionado, I can see how he could totally blend into a crowd. Like, until he starts talking because he has that great accent. The one celebrity who we had a chance to talk to very, very briefly, who no one recognized, was Ryan Hurst.
Cool.
He was at his table with no line at all because nobody knew it was him. He's lost so much weight and so much muscle mass for Walking Dead that he no longer looks like his character from Sons of Anarchy. And he had on this orange beanie. And he
he looked like a hobo.
He did. He looked like a hobo. We have pictures.
Long scraggly beard.
To our Facebook page, you will see the pictures of him.
That's pretty awesome.
But yeah, people thought he was part of Charlie Hunnam's entourage, which, I guess is not completely wrong.
Kind of, yeah.
Charlie Hunnam, also a great guy. Had a chance to talk to him very briefly. So the celebrity, that was on Sunday, yeah. So he was also very cool. Very COVID conscious. He was behind plexiglass. All of his people were wearing masks and using hand sanitizer like every 30 seconds. You saw people like Matthew Lewis, Will Friedle, stepping out from behind their tables, hugging people, putting their arms around them for photo ops. And Charlie Hunnam was like, I'll fist bump you and then use hand sanitizer.
Yeah. And the same with, I was going to say Adam West, but that's not his name. Billy West. He was just kind of out there, and he was, 100% of the day had a line because everyone wanted to meet him and stuff, but handshaking people, coming around and giving them hugs. And
Yeah. Although one of the hobbits that was behind plexiglass was, I want to say Sean Astin. Yes.
It was one of
You
those
know,
two guys.
yeah. And then, you know, Elijah Wood was being really personable, really fabulous. So the celebrity group that was there this year was really nice. They were, being either very, very COVID conscious, um, or were just saying fuck it and hugging people. But either way, they were being really great to their fans. Like Emilio Rivera uh, stood there and talked to one group for probably 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And there was a line behind them. And maybe it was closer to like 10 minutes, but it felt that long. Because he was just like, yeah, tell me about your life. Tell me this and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, he was cool. We got to take Tank's 2 kids to the con.
Yes, on Saturday.
And went to Kids Lab, sponsored by Pop Culture Classroom. Yes. And according to your 6-year-old, it was the best experience of her whole life. We actually have a video of her reviewing Kids Lab that will be going up on our Facebook page.
Yeah, it seems like they had a really good time.
A lot of fun, yeah.
Yeah, they got to pet hissing cockroaches, make slime, hold mealworms, roll dice to name dinosaurs.
I'm surprised the youngest didn't kill any of those critters.
We had to hold her very carefully as her hands were in the tub of the mealworms, so she didn't smush them.
Mm-hmm. That would have been my first thought of her.
Although she found a piece of carrot in the terrarium that the mealworms were in, and so she asked the lady what it, she's like, why is this in there? She goes, well, that's their food. So she picks it up and she puts it right next to the worm that's on the top of the soil.
Yeah.
And she's like, there you go. And the lady thought that was just super cute. That Julia wanted to feed them. And she's like, they're not going to take a bite while you're watching.
She is surprisingly gentle with bugs. She's actually only ever crushed one. And that was on accident. And it was an ant.
Yeah. So. You seem to know a lot about this story.
Well, she had to explain it to me and show me the dead ant. So she brought in a caterpillar yesterday, actually.
Yeah. Your girls have asked if they can have Madagascar hissing cockroaches as pets.
How did that go?
Your wife was not thrilled with that idea.
She wouldn't even let us have snakes.
So we told her, or she told them, that they can have as many cockroaches as they want to, as long as they live at mine and Golda Goons' house.
That seems about right.
You get blamed for everything.
So, but yeah, all in all, the con was really great, eventful, a lot of fabulous people. I got a bunch of new reading material.
Yeah. I did not get a bunch, but I did get got a copy of Good Boy, which was one of the presenting sponsors.
Yeah. Let us know how it is. We were looking at that booth before we left, but by the time we left on Sunday, I was dead.
Yeah, we were both pretty toast.
Because we left like 15 minutes before the whole con shut down.
That particular one caught my interest for sure.
Got 2 copies, so I got one for you.
Right.
Oh, thanks, Tank.
Mm-hmm. I talked to the guy that was there. He gave me both of the covers that they had for book 1.
Nice.
One of the other really big vendors that was there was Whatnot.
Yes.
They had an incredible setup, claw machine, a free vending machine,
Complete with vending machines.
the little soda cans, which the girls thought were awesome.
That's cool.
And it's actually got like a $10 share thing on it for if you're on What's Not, or on the app.
Yeah. So Tank will soon be bringing Knox Nostalgia Collectibles to said app.
True. I've talked to a couple of their people, and I'm going to be jumping in with their retro gaming specifically to help grow that department and that division of their stuff of Whatnot.
There you go.
And they're actually reconfiguring the whole app and website to make it a lot easier for you to find things. Because when I've gone out there one time before, it was a little hodgepodge and discombobulated. But apparently, they're going to be completely refurbing the whole thing, which they're very excited about that launch.
They're recombobulating it.
Yeah, I've been on their app before, and based on what they were talking about, they're going to make it a much easier and much more searchable than what it is now, where it is kind of a crapshoot if you're going to get what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So, should be good.
Yeah. Oh, Goon got to talk to Norm from Meow Wolf.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Not only Goon talked to Norm, but El Pikachu
and La Pikachu.
And La Pikachu, who El Pikachu now has a daughter. So,
oh no.
So we got that going for us.
Follow them on The Adventures of El Pikachu on Twitter.
We also got to talk to the author who makes all those fun effing bird memes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
He actually asked for an invitation to our wedding.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Gave us some art to hang up at the venue. And has requested an invite to the wedding.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know if I'll be able to come because he lives in Canada. I was like, that's cool. Just send a present. He's like, I can do that, So he was cool.
I think he was wearing what was it? Larry Walker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Expos Larry Walker or Rockies Larry
Walker? No,
Walker?
Rockies.
Oh, wow.
So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a fun detail.
Well, he is a hero to us Coloradans for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing to a lot of Canadians, honestly, because he's.
I'm sure there's not a large prowess of Canadian baseball players.
Not that to get to that level, definitely not.
Although the number of people who went up to him with condolences about the fact that there were no Canadian teams, let alone the Leafs, who are apparently his hockey team in the cup.
Depressing.
So he made a comment about the fact that the Leafs have not made it to the finals in his lifetime.
I was going to say like 40 years since the Leafs have
made it. In a hilariously long time for a Canadian.
Yeah, for a Canadian team.
So the number of people in Avs jerseys or Avs sweaters and Avs t-shirts and such going up to him was just hilarious.
Oh yeah, that makes
but
sense.
he was very good humored about the whole thing, and it's fantastic.
So unlike most,
the fuck is that?
What has happened? Okay, now you got to speak up.
The taser.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
You have a taser?
Yeah.
Why do you have a taser?
You have a taser?
Because Toaster has a homemade taser.
Oh, wait, a homemade taser.
No, get away from me.
No,
what are you doing?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
God, yeah.
I think that violates Restream code if you start tasing people on air.
Why are you so close to me with that? No!
Oh, it doesn't even work.
Oh, then it's not a taser.
Well, he took... no,
it works. It works.
He took it looks like an Altoids tin.
I don't know if I want to touch the spoon.
Why is he making tasers?
Because he's upset that he got,
There you go.
cards.
Do you see the marks?
Oh yeah.
He got some shitty
That was
cards
terrifying.
in the EV box.
That was
They made a
absolutely
taser?
terrifying.
That doesn't. Okay.
Look,
I guess I should ask, how does he have the skill set to make a taser out of seemingly random parts around his house?
In high school.
Apparently, somebody else made it for him.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're hearing. Apparently, he's had it since high school. Yeah, you can feel
which was like a
how
year
much
ago.
metal that thing took off. The spoon is wounded.
That's ridiculous.
Wounded spoon.
At least he hasn't tried to juggle knives.
What? No! Don't pull it out! No! Get that thing away from me!
So this,
That's pretty cool. Homemade taser. There you go.
yeah, out of a mint can. It's terrifying. I think I shall put it in my purse.
Just don't accidentally press the button.
Yeah, there's no charge sticker. There's a light indicator light on it.
End up
Oh,
tasing
there's an
yourself. going
indicator
from
light
going from
when
the
it is
wallet.
charged. Okay, well, either way, that is terrifying. And welcome to what happens in Toaster Town. But that's okay because Mama Toaster keeps alcohol here for me.
No! No!
Okay, so we've pretty much covered the
Wow.
con. We have probably 400, 300 pictures
Oh yeah, I got tons.
of costumes and celebrities, videos that were taken during the con. Oh, on Sunday at the con, the power actually went out
Oh, that
in
was
the
awesome.
entire convention center.
We had
And
like 90 seconds.
He tased himself.
tased
Oh
himself.
please.
You taste yourself.
Oh, that's amazing. God, you should have had another camera for that.
Oh
I
my
really
God.
wish that we had.
You just-
That's fantastic.
he was trying to pull it apart and it went right through all of his thumbs. Oh,
That is great.
Godspeed, kind sir. What are you doing?
God, don't tase the dog.
Hey, no animal abuse.
Oh my God, he's
Okay.
gonna slide it into it.
Honey, go and film that. Okay, yeah, so the power went out in the convention center. Half the people started howling, including myself. The other half the people there, I guess quarter of the people there, like turned on flashlights on their phones. And power was out for like less than 5 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
We were actually over at the Cap for Kids booth. They had a great silent auction in which Goon actually got 3 boxes of random Pokemon cards to include some Japanese cards, a fuck ton of trainer cards.
Yeah, there was a card from 1996 in there. Just one.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Cap for Kids, incredible organization. They visit children in the hospital in full like Avenger and or character cosplay, and those funds go towards supporting those kids in the hospital and helping with the cosplay and such. Your girls actually had a chance to meet a couple of the cosplayers from Cap for Kids.
Yep.
Vanellope especially was a huge hit.
Yes, she was.
Julia, Tank's youngest, threw herself at this woman to give her lots of hugs and tell her how much she loved her. Scarlett, the older one, asked if she was Vanellope, where was Wreck-It Ralph? To which Vanellope responded with, he was taking a very large duty. And so Scarlett proceeded to tell everyone that she met from that point forward for the rest of the day,
Including me.
that Ralph had to poop.
I wasn't even there and I got to hear that story.
So Amazing cosplayers, amazing human beings. Um,
I'm not sure what shenanigans is going to happen next behind me. So if I start screaming, it's okay. If she's not moving, that's fine.
You're my human shield.
If you see both of us start to scramble, call the police.
Toaster's gone on a rampage.
They call the police.
If you feel like donating to any organization, Pop Culture Classroom and or Cap for Kids, definitely worth supporting.
Yep.
You know, I almost completely forgot. We had the opportunity to talk to one of the founding members of FlameCon, which is a completely queer con held in New York City, right off of Times Square, and it's on its fifth. I want to say fifth year, could be longer, if you don't count COVID. Where they've been bringing like a queer artist alley to cons, showing up. I got this fabulous T-shirt from them that says Alan Turing defeated the Nazis with his big gay brain.
I think I've seen that shirt.
But the guys, they were fabulous. There's a video interview of me talking to, like I said, one of the founding members of FlameCon. And he did say that Nerds That Know is welcome to come out there, and he will keep an eye out for our press pass request so we can go out to New York, go to a con, see a couple of shows.
Big gay New York.
So
he did say this was the first time that they had come out to Colorado. So
yes,
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So hoping we'll see them again at different cons here in the Denver and Colorado Springs areas. So
yeah,
I feel like I keep saying, okay, that's enough about the con, and then I think of other things. There was so much that happened over the weekend. The costumes, the people, the guests. I mean, everything. It was a crazy weekend, but I would definitely say it was a positive con.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
Good
The
time.
atmosphere was awesome.
The girls
Yeah.
had a great
that's
time.
right. You were a virgin for this con.
Everyone was upbeat. Everyone was in a good mood. The vendors you talked to weren't worn out. They weren't, you can tell when somebody's phoning it in, for their business, or they don't agree with what's happening. You can tell with their body language. And this was not that. Everyone was totally positive and in a good mood and all wanting to, just share whatever the message they had to put out. So I enjoyed the 2 days I got to go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Did not get to go to any of the panels I wanted to, but that's just because I would get so caught up in what was going on that, and the cell service in that building
Was not
sucks
great.
balls.
Yeah.
Did not exist.
So the alerts on my calendar were not popping up.
No existy.
So
Yeah, it was not fun trying to fight against the Wi-Fi service. That's for sure.
yeah, we talked to a couple of the vendors, and they said vendors weren't even getting Wi-Fi in there, to
Yeah.
include T-Mobile, which is funny because they were selling Wi-Fi signals.
Yeah,
The
but-
little, internet booster thing for your house. I'm sure it's called something that Stan will tell you, but I don't.
I don't know.
It's a T-Mobile something.
Something Gateway, I think, is what it's called, but I don't remember.
I don't know. It's called T-Mobile thing.
Their home internet service, whatever it's called.
Yeah. And yet they had no internet, which was really amusing.
Yeah.
So, okay. Moving on. Stranger Things. We have finished off season 4,
Yeah.
the second half. And wow, first off, the final episode of the season is like 2.5 hours long.
They take the full 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, down to the last minute.
I haven't gotten that far yet, but everyone was telling me that it is a full thing. And there's not really any breaks in there, like they built into TV shows.
No, there was no real filler of any kind. It was pretty consistent. They kept switching from storyline to storyline that all kind of led to the ending of what was happening. But they didn't really leave any filler in. So that was good.
Yeah. I thought, like, I watched the last 2 episodes consecutively and thought, like, holy shit. I actually ended up rewinding it a bunch of times because, like, that couldn't have just happened. Or like I was momentarily distracted. There's no way what I think happened just happened. So,
Yeah, I actually rewatched it twice myself just to make sure I was seeing what I was seeing on some of the stuff.
Yeah, don't want to do too much, give away too much, just because it has just dropped recently. Was it last week? Week before?
Friday, I think, wasn't it? Wednesday?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah.
So take your time, watch it, let us know what you think. Eventually, I will get Galdagoon here caught up on Stranger Things. He's currently stuck on season 1, but I love him anyway.
You got a little bit to go there, Belle.
I get distracted a lot.
But we have already heard about season 5 and the fact that we're going to be getting the final season, and it's just the very last, I don't know, I'd say minute 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Of season 4, just I cannot wait for season 5, which again will be the final season. We're currently it is currently estimated that we won't see it until 2024, which pisses me off. But I'd rather them take the time and do it right. I know we were all upset about how long it took for us to get season 4, and a lot of that delay was COVID related. But it was definitely worth the wait.
Yes, it was very cool, very fulfilling.
So, yeah, and then apparently there's also going to be a Stranger Things spinoff, which is not actually a spinoff, but it happens in the same universe as Stranger Things, even though none of the characters who we currently know will be in it.
Yeah, that's what they're saying at this point, that nothing, as of right now, there is no crossover between this story and the next story they're telling, but there is a shared universe.
So I'm wondering if, we're going to just get more outside of Hawkins, or if it's going to be, more, people from 11's past with, the Papa doctor dude, or because really we know nothing other than it's going to be by the Duffer Brothers, and it's being based on Josh Horowitz's podcast, Happy, Sad, Confused. Or no, excuse me, they appeared on his podcast.
Yeah, it was released. That information came out on the podcast.
I am having complete brain fart because stuff and things and words.
Yeah, words are hard. I can't even read.
This is true. Okay. happening technically tomorrow night, but the official date is going to be Friday, July 8th, is Thor Love and Thunder. Tank and his teeny tiny wife already have their tickets to go.
Yes, we bought tickets for Saturday afternoon.
You know, it looks like it's going to be a great movie. Christian Bale as Gore, the God Butcher,
Oh, he looks great.
looks terrifying and creepy in the best possible way. I was looking at IMDb and saw that Luke Hemsworth is actually playing an actor who plays Thor, which I think is hilarious.
Who was it who played Thor in the first one? Do you remember?
Where the Matt Damon
It wasn't the first one. It was the it was
Third
the beginning of Thor Ragnarok. I don't remember who it was.
I think it was one of his brothers, wasn't it?
It may have been him.
Trying to think of that earlier.
I can't remember at this point.
Yep, it was Luke Hemsworth then too.
Okay.
So I find it amusing that Hemsworth is going to be mocking Hemsworth.
I think it's hilarious.
And Matt Damon will be back as the actor playing Loki.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
We'll have Jeff Goldblum back as the Grand Master.
There was a guy at con all weekend, I'm sure you saw him there Saturday, Tank, who didn't move from about a 10-foot square area and looked exactly like the Grand Master. Did you see that guy?
Yes, I did. There was also a roaming Gandalf that was doing the same thing.
I don't think that guy moved the entire weekend. We saw him Friday night in that spot, and then we saw him Sunday twice at that spot.
I also saw him Saturday in that spot.
Yeah, he was there on Saturday also.
That was just his spot.
Yeah, which was hilarious. Also, there was a guy cosplaying Doctor Strange who had a giant googly eye.
Oh, that guy was awesome. Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Now that we're
we saw him
go ahead.
Very quickly after actually getting into the building. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Two of my favorite cosplays is there was a big group of dudes and they were all doing characters from Spaceballs. And that was pretty good. Always down with that. And then the other one were the 3 Deadpool cosplayers that all met in the same spot at one time and then all did like the start, the Spider-Man meme where they're all pointing at each other. So we had 3 Deadpools pointing at each other like the Spider-Man meme. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
They did the thing.
So that is all I have on my list for us to cover tonight. We're keeping it short and sweet. Smurf is out in Florida at MegaCon. And we'll most likely be reporting back on all of the insanity that's happening there. He was also on a couple of panels at Denver Fan Expo. So expect to hear more from him on that. If not here live on Nerds That Know, definitely check out 5280 Geek because you can't shut him up on that show, which is fantastic and definitely worth the listen to. I think that's it. Tank, do you have anything else to add?
Nothing this week. Nothing that I can think of.
Okay.
We'll be sharing all of our stuff throughout the week, I'm assuming, for all the pictures and videos and everything we got captured over the weekend.
Yep. Everything will get posted on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and other such socials, all under Nerds That Know. So follow us on all the different socials to see all the different things. Definitely check out the photos. We are right in the midst of con season, so expect us to be covering more cons and discussing many more cosplays and options and things that are happening.
Maybe I should go to the next con as con.
You should totally go as con.
There you go.
Especially because I believe the next con is actually Colorado Springs Comic Con. I could be getting that mixed up with another con, but I know that we will be at Springs Con. We are planning on attending NDK. Mile High Con is probably not one that Mark and I will be attending because we will be on our honeymoon that weekend because it is right after the wedding.
We will not be in town. Peace.
I will be there for that then. We'll
Yes,
find time for it.
Mile High Con is the largest literary con and is on like its, I want to say like 30th year or something. It's absolutely fantastic. Definitely go check it out. One year I went and did a cosplay of a character from a Xanth novel because Xanth is what got me into fantasy reading when I was really young. I probably should not have been reading Xanth in like 5th grade, but I was. So tell us what got you into your favorite nerddom. Follow us on all the socials. Check out the Adventures of El Pikachu on Twitter. His daughter La Pikachu is now there. Both are crocheted Pokemon that Gold Goon will torment me with
That
relentlessly.
haunts your nightmares.
She's not nearly as bad. She's way more adorable. And her ears are, closer to proportional.
Not quite as dick shaped.
Well, they're still dick shaped. They're just, they're stubby dicks.
We made it 35 minutes without a pee-pee joke.
But we did talk about poop.
We did.
All right. So this is Nerds That Know, where you can get all of your dick and shit humor. Follow us on the socials, and we'll see you next week.